Many dogs labeled sick are actually just being fed the wrong way, and most owners don't realize it until it's too late. What looks like a health issue is often the result of long-term feeding habits. When you compare what dogs eat to how their bodies respond, the disconnect becomes clear. In this video, let's break down why most dogs aren't sick. They're just fed the wrong way. Before we get into it, subscribe to the channel if your dog is family and you want to understand what they're really telling you. What feeding habit number 5 tells you about digestion might surprise you. Now, let's start with the first truth that changes how we see dog health. Number 1, most dogs aren't sick. Their bodies are just constantly stressed by food. Most dogs are not actually sick, even when they show signs that worry us. What they feel is constant, low-level stress caused by how they are fed every day. When meals come at the wrong time or in the wrong pattern, the body stays slightly tense without obvious pain. Digestion becomes rushed, hormones lose rhythm, and the nervous system never fully relaxes. Over time, this stress shows up as low energy, sensitive stomachs, or small behavior changes that seem unrelated. Owners often chase symptoms instead of noticing the daily trigger. Food is not just fuel, it sets the pace of the body. When that pace feels unsafe, the body adapts in quiet ways. This is where many problems truly begin. Number 2, why feeding twice a day became a rule, and why it doesn't fit every dog. Feeding twice a day sounds responsible, balanced, and almost unquestionable. But this rule was built for human schedules, not for every dog's biology. Dogs differ in size, age, metabolism, and emotional sensitivity more than we realize. Some dogs handle long gaps calmly, while others experience stress long before hunger is visible. Blood sugar can dip, stomach acid can rise, and mood can quietly shift. These changes do not look dramatic, so they are easy to miss. What feels normal to us may feel confusing to the body. Feeding rules work best when they follow the dog, not the clock. This understanding opens the door to a more natural rhythm. Number 3, puppies don't get sick easily. They get damaged early. Puppies rarely show serious illness when feeding is wrong, and that is what makes it risky. Their bodies adapt instead of protesting, even when digestion is not ready. Early feeding mistakes can irritate the gut before it fully forms, shaping how it reacts for life. A puppy may look energetic while its digestive system learns unhealthy patterns. This early stress affects immunity, nutrient absorption, and even emotional regulation later on. By the time problems appear, the habit is already deep. Puppies do not need more food, they need the right timing and gentleness. What feels small now becomes the foundation they grow on. Early care is quiet but powerful. Number 4, long gaps between meals. Confuse a dog's nervous system. Have you noticed a dog becoming restless or clingy before mealtime for no clear reason? That behavior is not about food alone, it is about safety signals in the brain. Long gaps between meals can activate stress responses, especially in sensitive or young dogs. The body starts preparing for scarcity even in a safe home. Cortisol rises, focus drops, and calm energy becomes harder to maintain. This can look like whining, pacing, or sudden mood changes. Feeding is one of the strongest daily anchors for the nervous system. When that anchor feels unpredictable, tension quietly builds. Understanding this changes how we see hunger itself. Number 5, adult dogs can look fine, while their digestion is quietly struggling. Have you ever thought your dog was healthy simply because they look normal on the outside? Many adult dogs learn to cope with digestive discomfort instead of showing clear signs. Their body adjusts to heavy meals, long gaps, or rushed eating in silence. The stomach may empty too fast or stay acidic for too long without obvious pain. Over time, this quiet struggle affects energy, stool quality, and emotional balance. Owners often notice small changes, but dismiss them as personality or age. Digestion is not just about avoiding sickness, it is about ease. When meals feel heavy or stressful, the body carries that load daily. What looks fine can still feel wrong inside. Number 6, one big meal a day. Overloads the body, not the stomach. Feeding one large meal a day does more than stretch the stomach. It forces the entire body into an extreme rhythm of overload and emptiness. After a heavy meal, digestion demands most of the body's resources at once. Blood flow shifts, energy dips, and restlessness can follow. Then comes a long period with an empty stomach, where acid builds and stress hormones slowly rise. This pattern creates tension that repeats every single day. Some dogs become lethargic after eating and anxious hours later. Smaller, spaced meals keep the body steady instead of reactive. Balance is not about quantity, it is about flow. Number 7. Fast eating is a trauma response, not just bad manners. Many people think fast eating is just poor training or excitement. In reality, it often comes from a deeper sense of urgency in the body. Dogs that eat too fast are acting as if the food might disappear. This response can come from past competition, insecurity, or simple stress around meals. When food is swallowed quickly, air enters the stomach and digestion becomes harder. The body stays alert instead of calm. Over time, eating becomes a tense habit instead of a peaceful routine. Slowing down meals changes how the nervous system responds. Calm eating teaches the body that there is no rush to survive. You've just learned something most dog owners never realize about why so many dogs seem unwell. What do you think about the way dogs are commonly fed today? But many loving owners unknowingly remove important nutrients while trying to do what feels right. That's why you should watch our next video on Vets Confirm. These common foods are safe for dogs. Skip it, and your dog may continue missing what their body quietly depends on. Thank you for staying with us and caring enough to understand your dog more deeply.